Hi everyone, in this video what we're going to learn is which methods we have available in order to turn off the audit trail in runtime. So here I have this ticket, which I think that is really interesting. It shows three ways to basically disable the audit trail. The first case is basically creating a new unit of work or session. So for that you in the end have to use the data layer of an object space. That will be detach or disconnect from the audit trail. This is nice, but the problem with this approach is that your methods should use actually the session or the unit of work. So you need to build your objects using the constructor, not like when you use the object space that you use create object like with the generic method. So this is fine, but I don't think it will be so useful in the end. Then we have the second approach, which is basically if you already have a session, you can tell the audit trail to not track that session. So then you do your modifications and then you turn it on again, basically. And then the third method, which is the method that I like the most, is you handle the event, save audit trail data, and you mark it as handled, like equals true. Then you do your operations and then you remove the handler. So this is this is the one that I like the most, actually, for one reason. This doesn't require you to modify your code that much. You only need to wire the event, handle the property and make it true, and then remove the event handler. So you basically need to add this line, and this method, and with that, without any other modification, basically it would work. So let's see this in code. Here I have prepared a solution. I will share the code of this experiment in GitHub, so you will find the link in the description of the video. Okay, so here we have three simple actions: disable audit trail with event, enable audit, and disable audit trail session, and disable audit trail for existing session. So first we will start with the audit trail enable. So let's go and check what that method is doing, and see, basically I'm creating a customer with the create object method with the generic parameter. So this will basically create record in the audit trail table. So let's run it and let me show you the database. So here I have the table for the audit trail, and let me log in and let me refresh this so you can see that it's empty. So see, it's empty. So now let's enable audit and refresh. So we created a customer here. So if we refresh this table, we have the record that an object was created and initial value was assigned. And if we go to the customers table and we refresh this, we have Javier there. So let's check the other cases. Now let's check disable it for existing session. So in this case we will create another customer, which is Oniel. So this should not create records on the audit trail. So let's use this one and let's refresh. Oh, I didn't commit so it didn't save. So let me stop this and commit the object space. And delete this. So let's run this again and let's check that we don't have anything else here. So far so good, it's empty. So let's go again. So we'll continue with disabling for existing session. Let's execute this method, refresh. We have Oniel here. Let's check in the table. Also Neil is here. And if we check the audit data, this should be only like the same two rows that we have from the first case, which is Javier. Now let's try the third method. So we already did with enable audit, disable for an existing session. Then let's do this, disable it with event. So let me show you the code. So here we have it. So first we wire the event, then we create a customer, we commit the changes, and then we remove the event handler. So if I run this, we will have another customer, and again it will be empty on the audit trail table. So if we refresh here, see no more records are created. And if we go to the customers table, we will have three, Javier, me, and O'Neill. So let's check the last case, which is this one. In this case, basically we're creating a new unit of work using the data layer of the existing session from the object space. This again will not create any records on the audit trail. So let's execute it. Is this one, and if we refresh, here is Hector, and then let's go and check the table. Let's refresh this. So we have 4 customers, and if we check the audit data, we only have audit data for Javier, which was the only record created with the audit trail enabled. So with this, you can basically decide which version is best for you, depending on how you're writing your code. If your code goes from XPO or is from a module in XAF. So you have like basically all the possibilities to turn it off and turn it on again. And well, that's it. If you have any questions, like feel free to contact us, and see you guys on the next video.